Hello Nistas and Nistas, how are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. I'm SavingsFashionista, and over here we do mainly things fragrance, whether it's body or home. And today we are here to talk fragrances, you guys. And I want to share my February fragrance tray. So if you're interested in hearing about the fragrances that I am going to dedicate special attention to for the month of February, please stay tuned. All right, you guys, so I have 9 fragrances here. I have a couple designer and some niche, and I have some fragrances. Most of the fragrances are sweet. I do have 1 or 2 that's, you know, kind of like on the floral side. 1 is floral fruiting, and then 1 is like gourmand floral. So let's just get right into it. So we're going to start off with one of the top designers that most girly girls really enjoy, and I just want to show a little bit more attention to this, and I think that it's the perfect fragrance for the month of February, which is the month of not only Black History but the month of love. So you think of flowers, candy, sweetness, dating, and all that good stuff. So this is definitely a crowd pleaser for the girls as well as for the guys. Guys like fragrances that are really sweet, and this is a beautiful sweet fragrance. This is the original Donna born in Roma, and of course, like I said, it's a fan favorite. I do think that this one is probably the most favorite out of the entire collection. There's about what, 5 or 6 of them now, and I think the original one is just that girl. This is a orange blossom vanilla fragrance, and it's absolutely beautiful. I do plan to wear it a little bit more. It took me a while before I even got into the Valentino fragrances, and be expecting a newer one to come out. I think it's called Extra Dose, but it's a newer one. I'm not really sure what to expect from it, but I'm all in for it. So again, this is the original Valentino Donna born in Roma. The next fragrance is from the house of Mancera. This is one of the first 2 or 3 Mancera fragrances that I purchased. I purchased this during the time when Roses Vanille was extremely popular, and I was doing some research, and when one of the people that I looked at, she talked about how beautiful this was, and it was the tuberose that gives you that bubblegum effect. And at that time I was really looking for a fragrance with that bubblegum effect, and this fragrance still does that for me. Although it is floral, it is definitely tuberose, but you still get that bubblegummy type of DNA behind it, and I really enjoy this fragrance. I really do. It is definitely a powerhouse type of fragrance. It is best worn, in my opinion, during the spring, but we're gonna rock out in the winter with this. And again, this is Velvet Vanilla by Mancera. All right, next up is something from the house of KayAli. This is the latest fragrance that was released. Yeah, the Yum Boujee Marshmallow. This is a flanker to the original Yum Boujee Pistachio. Well, not Boujee, but Yum Pistachio Gelato. And this is a sweet strawberry marshmallow type of fragrance. Perfect for this time of year. Like I said, it is candy sweet, it is creamy, it is just a fun time in a bottle. Really enjoy this. As you can see, it does have a substantial dent in it. I do like mixing this with other fragrances. I really enjoy the airiness that the freesia gives in this fragrance, and that chalky powdery undertone that's probably coming from the marshmallows. I enjoy this, and I think that February, the month of love, is perfect for this fragrance. So again, I will be wearing this some more in the month of February, and this is Yum Boujee Marshmallow by KayAli. Next up, you guys, is also an extremely sweet fragrance. It has a prominent note of plum and it has some florals in it. And this is Vain and Naive from Nishane. This is such a different type of fragrance. I don't think I have anything in my fragrance collection that smells like this, or I can even think of anything that smells like this, because the musky undertone that you get with this fragrance with the tardiness of the plum is everything. This is such a beautiful fragrance. So I do plan on wearing it more this month. As you can see, I have had my fair share of wears with it and I'm not mad about it. So again, this is Vain and Naive by Nishane. Next up is one of my favorite date night fragrances, and really enjoy this fragrance. It's from the house of Xerjoff, and this is from the Join the Club collection, and this is Cambridge Club. And you know, the Join the Club collection, the fragrance notes are not disclosed on the site, but according to other places and from what I smell, this is a rosy caramel type of fragrance. It does put you in the mind of fragrances like Gentle Fluidity Gold. What's another one? Deluxe. It puts you in the mind of that. This one also kind of puts me in the mind of Peregrina by Tamine. But out of all of them, I would have to say that this one is probably my favorite one. I really enjoy this fragrance. It stands alone, but I have layered it with other things. This is such a date night, top tier dinner, gala, exclusive fragrance. This is good. Really enjoy it. So again, this is Cambridge Club by Xerjoff. Next up is something that I wore last week sometime, and I kind of missed her. I forgot about how good she is, and this is from Parfums de Marley, and this is Orina. Now this, I think this is probably one that I got after I got my Delinas. Yes, it is. And actually, this was gifted to me for a birthday a few years ago. And this is Orange Blossom and Marshmallows. Very sweet, very tart. You pick up the florals in it, and it's just a beautiful fragrance. Really enjoy it, and I'm going to enjoy it some more. So this is Orina from Parfums de Marley. All right, leading into another super sweet fragrance, and this is one of the latest from Maison Mataha, and this is Evasion Bun Bun. This is a strawberry marshmallow charmello type of super candy-like fragrance. What I do like about this fragrance, it does have that chalky powderiness undertone to it that I really like. It's something about that note. What I think the note is, that note that I smell that I really enjoy. I don't know if it's because that powderiness kind of gives you, or gives me, the thought of muskiness, because you know I am a musk girl. I love musky fragrances. But this right here, this is cloyingly sweet. So I do feel that I am going to definitely have to be in a mood to wear this type of fragrance. And this is also one of those fragrances when you're mixing your body care, you almost need to get something just as close to this, because adding too much in, I think it would just probably overdo it for me. But I am excited to start experimenting more with this fragrance, and I think February is the perfect time to do it, because it is definitely going to give you a super sweet vibe. So again, this is Evasion Bun Bun by Maison Mataha. Next up is Cirque du Soleil from Cirque du Soleil, and this is the fragrance. I think this is the only fragrance that they have as a part of their new journey, fragrance journey. I get it. This is a circus, a good time, a whimsical, a fairy tale time in a bottle. It is nice. It has tons of just gourmand fragrances. Like I said, when I haul this, I think I even smell the Coke that you could probably get at the Circus, but you definitely get the butteriness, the saltiness from the popcorn. You get some caramel in it. You get like a fruity apple note in it. And this is just a very good time. So looking forward to spending more time with this. So again, this is Cirque du Soleil from Cirque du Soleil. And last but definitely not least, something that I have had to tell myself to stop wearing it, but since it's on the tray this month, I'm going to continue to wear it, and I'm expecting to get a substantial dent in this fragrance because I really like this. But this is the latest from Clean Reserve, and this is the Whipped Cherry. This is so good, you guys. Before I got this fragrance, I was expecting this to be super girly sweet. And it is still girly sweet, but that pineapple that you get at the beginning of this, and I'm not sure if saffron is in this or not, but there is almost like this woody undertone in this fragrance that I get. This fragrance is almost unisex in my opinion. I do think that a gentleman can get away with it if he adds something just a little bit more masculine to it, in my opinion, unless he just likes super sweet fragrances. Fragrance is fragrance, however you can wear them. But just on general, it is a little too sweet in my opinion. Say for instance, I'm using my husband as a frame of reference. He wouldn't wear this just by itself. He would definitely add a little something more to it to just give it a little bit more woodiness and to ground it just a little bit more. But I am really vibing with this, really enjoy it. Enjoying this so much. This is one of the fragrances that I pull for. You know how sometimes you just want to play around in your fragrances. I have really been enjoying this. So again, this is Whipped Cherry from Clean Reserve. So you guys, those are the fragrances that I plan to give special attention to the month of February. My fragrance choices are not limited to this. I am going to start back doing my weekly fragrance combination videos. I kind of gave myself a break from that the month of January. And you guys, another thing that I want to do, I want to experience more black-owned fragrances. I do have some black-owned fragrances, but I want to get more into indie black-owned fragrances. Some things that are just not overly commercialized and they may not be known to the masses. I really want to experience that a little bit more. So it is Black Fragrance Week. And I've been on Instagram and I've really been trying to follow and keep up with all the lives and videos that the people that are very versed in black owned fragrances. Been really trying to keep up with that so that I can start exploring and experiencing more black owned fragrances. So I want to thank you guys so very much. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you. And do not forget, you, yes you are great. Bye-bye.